Hi, I'm going to show you how to use the Bunkerkings control customizer and then walk you through some just some design philosophy and some tips on using the customizer, and then also what's going to happen once you go through and you submit your order and what you're going to get, and then how to put it together. And this is the case whether or not you order a Bunkerkings custom loader through the customizer, or if you order one of like the pre-built custom patterns, which we've already put up on the website. So this is the way the loader is going to come, and you'll just put together the three simple parts. But first, let's start with the customizer. So if you have the Bunkerkings website on your phone, you're going to, right now we've got a main graphic here that has the customizer featured there. Depending on when you see this video, you may just go to Control Customizer, or I'll just pull up a new tab here. So, or you may, you may have already ordered one of these. So if you ordered one of these loaders right here, you're going to get a essentially the same thing. It's a pre-made pattern that we have. But we'll just start with the customizer. Customizer loads first with the black one. Let me zoom out a little bit so we can see everything here. First, you get the black top shell and black bottom shell. And you can go through it, right? You pick your bottom shell, you pick your speed feed, you pick your different add-ons. But first, we'll start with the top shell. My personal opinion is the darker the color on the top, the better the design looks to most people. That doesn't mean that the design looks better per se, because there's a lot of people that like to have things a little bit louder and flashier, flamboyant, or whatever. So if we were to just say, let's just go and pick I'm going to pick just like that's a graphite gray, and on the bottom I'm going to put this black leopard. That's a pretty cool look. If you wanted to go a little bit more flamboyant and loud, right, you go with the regular color leopard, and on the top, right, you could put the black leopard, right? Like that's a good pattern. In general, you don't want to mix pattern on top of pattern, right? The patterns are just a real easy way to make an ugly color if you start mixing patterns. If you go with something like the brushed metal is pretty cool. That that's kind of a mixture of a solid and a pattern, so it's not going to be so loud as, say, for instance, like the cash money, right? But if you take like gold or chrome and mix it with a pattern, that's pretty decent. Like personally, my opinion would be if I would go with chrome, I would go with like a brushed metal or probably like the carbon fiber there, right? So pick your colors. There's a lot of really cool options. I think white is a color that just looks awesome with so many different options. White just looks, it's such a cool color. White and red, or white and black, white and carbon fiber. This is that black marble. It all just looks really good. Even white and camel is not too bad, but that's probably not so good. But white and blue jeans. Now, if we really want to make this right, we're going to put white on the top and the blue denim on the bottom. That's pretty fun, right? White shirt and jeans. That looks good in every combination. And there's navy here. Navy's a pretty cool color as well. A lot of people, you kind of miss the navy because you're just seeing these little swatches. So go ahead and play with them and experiment with the colors. Navy and pink looks pretty cool. I haven't tried that one before, navy and cyan. Yeah, that's okay. Navy and that's the carbon fiber. Navy and, of course, the jeans, navy dollars. There's lots of really cool, things to do with navy. Navy and silver is going to look good. Navy and chrome, that's a pretty sweet look. Of course, navy and white is also going to look really good. The other options that you have here before you place your order, right, you can select which speed feed you want. Pick your speed feed. And you've also got, of course, your add-on options here. So your dual spring ramps and your in-charge. I'm just going to select all these, and then I'll kind of just walk you through some thoughts on them. There we go. So with the enter speed feed, this speed feed works with, of course, all the control loaders. It works with the Spire 3, Spire 4, the Spire IR, and the IR 2. If you have an original Spire with the IR back shell, it would also work with that, but you have to have the IR back shell. And what's great about this speed feed finger is it really does combine the best of all possible worlds. You get the soft rubber finger with the firmer, flexible, or the firmer, less flexible, I should say, rubber center that really supports it and holds it up. And then it's on a spring finger hinge. So it drops very easy, springs back very easy, but then it's also flexible, which is pretty cool. Then you've also got the ramps here, of course. Back of the loader, this just ramps right into the, fits in right here, and it ramps the paint right into the raceway. Of course, the front ramp does the same if you want them. The big upgrade I'd really suggest here that I think is often overlooked is the in-charge battery. This is plug and play. You just unplug the stock battery pack. There's just a plug and a screw, and then this just screws right in place of it, and there's a splitter that comes with it to plug it right in. And this is great because not only do you get better performance because it's a lithium pack and better reliability because of that reason, but you also get this battery meter that we can accurately gauge and tell you, how full this pack is. When you're going to play a tournament, you're spending hundreds to thousands of dollars to be there. It does not make any sense if you're at a tournament to have a battery die that costs 30 cents, right? It doesn't make any sense. So you should just replace your batteries, almost daily. But at the bare minimum, say if you're going to play Sunday, put batteries in on Sunday. Maybe you don't, if you're not playing very much, not shooting a lot of paint, maybe you don't need to change it from Friday to Saturday, whatever it may be. But even then, for $2, you really, whatever the cost of changing your batteries, you're really going to say, well, I want to save that. No, you should just change your batteries, right? But it's a waste. You're being wasteful if you do that. So a lot of times you don't. But then you end up with a battery. Maybe one of those batteries is just putting a little bit less voltage out. The loader might still work, but it's not going to work as well, right? Unless you're getting out there and testing these with a multimeter. And even then, that doesn't give you the output of the battery when it's under strain, when it's driving a motor. So this battery pack, the lithium batteries in general will always work better than alkaline batteries. But this battery pack, it works much better than alkaline batteries because you have the battery meter that's there. You can see how full it is. You don't have to charge it that often. Most people they're going to charge this thing, once every 6 weeks or something if they need to. But every now and then just throw your take your tray out and then plug the battery pack in and charge it up. It's fast. It's nice. It's convenient. One thing to note though is it's always better when it comes to rechargeable batteries to not run the battery down to empty and then charge it back up. It's better to just kind of keep it charged. So bring it down to 75% and then top it back off to 200. You don't have to be like super meticulous of charging it every time you go play. But you get it down to 75% or so, just charge it back up. And if you don't, it doesn't really matter, right? Because you can shoot a lot of paint before you worry about it. Okay, so now let's just go back to the website. I've picked a loader here. Let me just design the parts that I have in front of me. So I'm gonna go. I think I've got that bottom, and I've got this top graphite. So I got black leopard and graphite. You're gonna click buy now. Walk through the steps to buy it, and then what you're going to get is this. Box number 1 has the bottom shell. Box number 2 has the tray. And then because I do not have 3 hands, box number 3 has the top shell. So first I'm going to show you the bottom shell. Just comes in the box. Open the box. There's your bottom shell, black leopard. Just grab the tray now. I got the control tray. So this is cool. I guess if you're not familiar with the loader, you can go learn about it a little more. But it's a nice design, magnetic design, lighter, more streamlined drive there. Removable fingers. Tray is a little bit smaller, but it still has a nice wide raceway for maximum performance and anti-jam capability. Take the tray. You just basically drop it in. There's really nothing complicated there. It just drops in and sits right there. Now let me grab the top shell. Here's that graphite top shell. So just put that on. And then just give it a nice, good snap. You hear that nice positive snap. This is glass-filled nylon, so you're not going to worry about this cracking or anything like that. It's really strong, but it just locks in nice and securely. And that's the graphite top with the black leopard bottom. I'll just switch back to my screen so you can kind of see the difference there. I think that is right, yeah. So my screen maybe looks a little bit darker, the angle at least that I'm sitting at. I'm not sure how that looks to you guys on your phones and so on. But, you may have a little bit of a, darkness, slight color variation, but it's a pretty sweet look. Things always look better in real life, in my opinion, than when you're looking at photos on the screen. So there you go. Very easy to use the customizer. Very easy to put your loader together once you get it. And if you order a pre-made loader, of course, it's going to come the same way. So it's going to come in those three different boxes. You just put it together if you get one of the pre-made combinations that we have on the website. And just snap it together like that, easy as 1, 2, 3. You're good to go. And thank you very much, guys, for all your support. And we'll see you on the field. Thanks.